There's so much hype right now about tech everywhere. Your colleagues are moving into tech, your friends are moving into tech, and you yourself at this point, you're tired of your current career. You want a new vibe, you want a new type of excitement. You don't know what to do. You want to see if tech is for you or not. Don't worry. In this video, I'll be sharing with you practical steps you can take to test the waters and to make that career move into tech. But before we get into all that, I want to let you know that the fact that everybody is going into tech does not mean that you should do tech as well. However, we understand that the future of work is tech inclined. No matter the profession that you're in, no matter the work that you do, you should be able to infuse tech into what you do. That is the way of the future. Making that switch into tech does not mean that you are going to start coding, or you should start coding, or you should be a software developer. Not everybody will code. As I am a tech consultant, I don't write any form of code. And I was formerly an accountant. So I moved from financial accounting, financial consulting into tech consulting. And this is something that you can do as well. Make this switch easier, there are some skills that you should have, and number one is research. When you're in tech, and I think not only tech, but maybe it is more pronounced in tech, you should have research skills, because some of the things that you want to do are not things that have not been done before. There are some things that some people have already worked on, so you need to be able to find where those things are to apply them into your work. You need to be tenacious when it comes to research skills. Like, you need to be able to find answers. You need to be able to find answers using the internet, using whatever tools or resources that you guys have in-house. You need to be able to find answers. So research skills is a must. And number two, you need to be very creative. Creative in the sense that you need to be able to create something new out of what already exists. Some of the things that we are working on, that we're doing right now, it's not like there are things that have not been done before, but you need to be able to differentiate them. You need to be able to create something new out of them. And I think creative skills is not only in tech as well, it is in every field that you are in. You need to be able to take something that already exists, bring something new out of it, create something that answers and provides a better solution to what is already existing. That is where your creative skills comes in. And another thing you should be able to do is to have the ability to learn continuously. See, making that switch into tech and doing whatever I'm going to tell you today does not mean that that is the end. In fact, it is the beginning of your journey. When you are moved to tech, because most of the tools that we use today are tools that probably didn't exist last year or didn't exist 5 years ago. Most of the careers in tech as well are not careers that existed some years ago. So you need to always keep in tune with day-to-day development, day-to-day advancement in technology. If not, you will become out of date, and that way you might in that way you might no longer be relevant in the field that you are in. So you need to keep up to date. You need to love learning. You need to learn new tools. You need to, all of those things. Another thing you should have is an inquisitive mindset. Be able to ask the right questions at every point in time, because an inquisitive mindset is what will help you to challenge what is already happening. Like, oh, this process, even if it's as simple as a process that you're having, like, oh, this process, how can we make it better? What can we do? This process, is it serving us? Okay, it was serving us some years ago, but today, is it still serving us in the current day today? So you need to constantly be asking questions, asking the right questions. And with all of that, let me share with you some steps that you can take to make this switch into tech. The first step I encourage is for you to take introduction courses on Udemy. So on Udemy, there are some introduction courses that are like 30 minutes or even lesser. These courses, you can take courses in different fields. Take in cybersecurity, in product management, in program management. And if you would like me to make another video on different fields and areas in tech that don't involve coding, let me know in this comment section below. So as I was saying, on Udemy you can take a course in software development, data analytics, different fields that you know, just to see if this is something that interests you, that excites you, something that you see yourself doing before you test the waters. And in terms of going into tech, I usually encourage that you make your decision a two-way decision. What do I mean by two-way decision? Decisions that when you go into them, you can easily have an exit. Not that you totally trap yourself into them. Like, for instance, investing all your money in this switch such that after this you don't have any other option again, or probably leaving your job that's currently sustaining you to go into tech, and you now get into it and realize that you've made a wrong career move. No. So we're going to be talking about these two-way decisions today, and that is why I recommend that you start with an introduction course. After exploring different areas from these Udemy courses, you probably would end up with like 3 or 4 options that interest you. Take as many options, as many courses as possible. And what I like about these introduction courses is that they are free on Udemy and they take less time. So do as many as you can. After that, you might end up with like 3 or 4 options. So with the options that you end up with, the next thing I would encourage you to do is to take a career quiz. I would leave some links down below that would help you to take these quizzes. What these quizzes help you to do is to align your natural abilities and interests to the right career. So like I said, from your introduction courses, you've ended up with like 3 to 4 options of fields that you're interested in. With this career quiz, you would be able to streamline your options to maybe 2 or 1, and with that, you know the next step you want to take. And the next step in this sense would be for you to take a boot camp. I encourage a boot camp because not everybody might be able to afford or have the luxury of time to go for a master's degree, which is one of the options that you can also take. I will get into that later. But with a boot camp, in a short period of time, you will get hands-on experience, you will get deep experience into the field that you have chosen. It doesn't mean that at the end of the boot camp you become an expert, but at the end of the boot camp, you will definitely have the foundational skills that you can build on to move into the new field that you're interested in. So after taking a boot camp, you can think about hackathon that you can join, which is what I did in my own case as well. I first tried out data analytics bootcamp. From there, I realized, okay, this thing is something I could be interested in. So you can do that as well, and then look out for hackathon probably after your bootcamp that you can be part of, or maybe somewhere outside the bootcamp that you can be part of. And after the bootcamp, you can then decide that, oh, I want to go higher. You can go higher either by taking more certifications or even applying for another degree in that field. Like in my own case, after my bootcamp was when I decided I was going to come from a master's degree program. So you can then invest your money and your time to go for your master's degree program. After the master's degree program, and even during the master's degree program, actually, you should begin to take certifications. You should begin to take, different certifications, because in the field of tech, there are different fields and there are different certifications that you can take. All the certification will come on your resume, and not just that, you should begin to immerse yourself in projects, because for your resume, these are the things that stand out for recruiters. What projects have you done? Because tech is a practical field. It is not a theoretical field that you'll be talking so much. Though there are some fields that involve a lot of discussion, a lot of communication, but all of this boils down also to what can you do. So take certification. Most tech companies value your skills more than your certificate. So as much as you are gathering the certificates, the fellowships, ensure that you are gathering the skills. If you are a cybersecurity professionals, be able to demonstrate the skills that you're obtaining. Because some of the processes that you go through during your recruitment will also require that you prove these skills that you have learned. Some of the ways that you can also get into tech is to take internships. Yes, sometimes it might look like you're starting again. Probably you feel like, in my current position, I'm already on this level. Why do I have to come and start as an intern again? Sometimes it might be needed. During that internship as well, you would also be able to learn on the job. You know, when you're an intern, you're understudying, you are doing projects, you are learning on the job differently from when you are a full-time employee and you're expected to deliver. So taking internship might be some of the strategies for you to take when you are going into a new field, especially tech. So look out for internship opportunities and apply, take certification. Another thing you can do is to be part of a fellowship. You get, if you don't have the money to go to for a master's degree program, look out for fellowships around you that you can be part of. Some of these fellowships are also similar to boot camps. They teach you the skill in the field that you have chosen, and afterwards, some of them can, recommend you to recruiters that they are affiliated with. Some of them can recommend you to opportunities. So that's one of the advantages you get from going into fellowships. So when you have done all of these things, now you have the skills, you have the interest, you know where you are now looking for a job. You want to put yourself in the job market. To do this, one of the things I recommend is for you to tweak your resume. And to tweak your resume correctly, I would recommend that you speak to a professional in that field you are interested in. Your resume for different fields are different. Even in tech, your resume as a software developer is different from your resume as a product manager, as a program manager, as a cyber security professional. There are some basic things and elements that are required for each of these fields that you have chosen. So speak to somebody in your field. If you can pay money for somebody to work on your resume, it would serve you. It will serve you well. So don't be afraid to invest your money into that. So ensure that your resume is ready for this new field. And one of the areas that you need to work on is projects. Do personal projects. Do projects, right from your boot camp, you started doing projects. All of those projects that you've been doing, put them on your resume. Even for fellowships, there are some projects that you work on, put them on your resume. In your master's degree program, there are projects that you have worked on either personally or in class. All of those things should come on your resume. There are different skill sets that you have acquired on this journey. All of those things should come on your resume. And by the way, if you have not followed me on Instagram, follow me. I'll be sharing information on fellowships that I come across that can help you. So follow me on Instagram. My link will be on the description box below. As well, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to. This channel, I'll be loading with a lot of information that can help you. So either you're looking to move to the United States to start a new career, or you're staying back in your own country. All of these things that I've discussed today will definitely help you. So if you have questions about any of these things that I've discussed, kindly let me know in the description box below. If you have found value in this video, let me know as well. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. My name remains Esther, and until I come your way again next time, take care and stay winning. Bye.